Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're looking at Gamers.Online, a place to find other gamers online who you can find and play against the best in the world for the ELO, the XP, or whatever it might be, to maybe play in tournaments and ultimately find suitable players that you might wish to play with in person or online. So finally, let's talk about this. This is the website. It's the first page you come to. That's the first thing you want to look to. You can find out who's presently online and whether like board games, PC games, RPGs, mobile console, etc. Now, I recommend going first to your dashboard and your profile. Let's start off with the profile, and here you'll see various information. Initially, this is my profile. You can find information about me, who I've added as a friend, how I prefer to play, obviously board games compared to role-playing games, live, obviously live action role-play games, etc. How many games I've played so far, games in my library, different games played, matches created, and ultimately where is my level. Now over here you can see when I'm available. Of course you can tweak this and people can find out when they wish to play me, and they can choose when they wish to play me and how. You can see whether I prefer competitive or cooperative games. I like playing solo or in a group, because of course you could play solo games and then compare your scores. Ultimately, you can then say if you have a skill level that you prefer to have. Would you rather play lots of luck and dice throwing maybe, or more of a Euro game? Over here we have if you want to play in person or obviously online, where do you want to be playing it, and obviously certain games, and again turn-based or real-time. Again, how much do you like to play games and lose and stuff like that is something else you can be doing. You can see how well you've compared yourself to other players. Now again, this website is presently in beta. I'm presently world ranked 2 because in Lost Ruins of Arnak, the founder of this website actually is the #1 in the world. He loves Lost Ruins of Arnak, and I'm presently 2nd. You get XP for playing a game, you get XP for completing a game, which is why this is yet to be completed, and therefore it's still showing an XP of 100. Other games I've already been creating as well include Stone Age and Seven Wonders Duel. And if I go back up to the top, and now I happen to go to dashboard, you can now create a match. So here you can see more information, various ways you can click through and do various different things. Now this might look slightly different to you because I'm a content creator and have a different account. But again, you can go in by your friends again. You can look at again your matches, the games that you may have, again games that you're playing, which I'll come back onto, locations and companies. Companies include like Wizards of the Coast and stuff like this. So if you happen to do that, you can create that as well, and I'll come back onto that as well. But for now, let's talk about creating a match. So now you need to change from your collection. So let's choose Untitled Stalingrad. Let's say first, because maybe it's the first scenario. You could upload an image if you're playing as a tournament. If you don't have it public, only your friends can see it, or just make it privately. Again, can anybody see it? Is it invite only, or do they need to be making a request? The time is always 30 minutes from now, and again this can be tweaked, but presently it's just showing 20 minutes to obviously how long the game would take to play. Are you playing it online? You're going to choose a platform, or are you playing it offline? So of course it's going to say from home. Again, if you happen to be doing it streaming or otherwise, you can have a URL and the various platforms that you should do it on. And that pretty much takes you through everything you need to see. Also, what kind of skill level are you expecting, which is really helpful if you want to know that certain players you want to play obviously the best. Also, we have a waiting list, so if you happen to think somebody can't make it, then of course you can wait and join if possible. Again, you can save it as a draft, or you can publish it. You can obviously rate it as well. There's how many seats are available, again where and how are you playing it. Now aside from that, you can go through to other things in the dashboard. You can do other things such as where other people are playing matches as well. We've also got other things to go into, so we have various settings that you can be changing, however you received information. We can go back onto the various people. So obviously we can see various people that we can play with. Again, when they're playing and when they can do it. Again, some people haven't added as more as other people have. You can send a request, so I can go across too. And if we can obviously look at various languages, so we have Spanish and German as well. You can sometimes have new chats, which you can bring up, whether this case this guy is a chap who is a developer on the game too. And coming back to this front page, you can earn XP. So again, you can earn XP to see how well you might play and whether or not you find there's a better component out there. If you find an opponent is really good at Zool, then eventually this is going to hit tournament mode, whereby again you can be playing the best players in the world. And this place is just initially to find XP and again whittle down people to find out who are those best players. So moving back to this page, you can again not just find other gamers, you can also have other things such as your CV, which allows you to find more information about yourself. And again, you can add more games too. So you could go into edit user, and I can add more stuff that I might want to do, other things I might wish to add as well. And as you can see, there's a lot of stuff to be exploring. If you are interested in seeing other videos, please make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell for further updates as well. Okay, so we can head back to dashboard. And again, we've seen some of my games. You can see the various ranks that I have and the various matches that I've been playing and created. But there's just one more thing I want to show you, and that's relating to games. Now, you can have a have game, a want game, a favorite game as well. There's lots of different things you can be creating, and there's quite a few nice opportunities for you to discover new stuff. So you can, of course, increase your game library. You can decide how you want to do it. So I'm listed as a content creator. As you can see, it's presently in beta. I currently haven't put my location, but of course, these are other things you can be addressing too. So what else do you want to do? Well, it really depends what you want to do with the site. There's obviously a lot of different things you can be discovering. In terms of the various things out there, there's games. So there's games, RPGs, etc. You can hit search and it's going to bring up various games which either you have, you want, or it's your favorite, and the rating that people have been giving it as well, the amount of people who have either played it or have the game, etc. You can also let by expansion. Now, Terraforming Mars is a great example. If you hit expansions only for Terraforming Mars, so if we have in Terraforming Mars, then we can bring that up. So bring up Terraforming Mars, and let's get rid of that. And let's just hit enter there, just to search, and you can see it's only bring up expansions, but you can get rid of it and just bring up the core game as well. So there we go. So yeah, lots of different things to be discovering. Obviously, you can turn off those filters too. Companies, we've mentioned this briefly already, but you can bring up more stuff by company or by publisher, and that's really useful to find out more about these individuals, these companies as well, and more things you can be doing. But for now, back to the table.